All right, here we are.
Hi.
Hi, I got Albert here today with me at Smile Design in New York, in Long Island. The weather's beautiful. It's Friday, and I hope you guys are sitting somewhere outside and now watching this. If you're inside, then stop it, watch the recording, whatever. Go outside.
Join us.
So we wanna chat today a little bit about how we met, how long it's ago, what the first equipment was, how things have progressed and changed over the time, and how things have worked out or not worked out. What are you using, and how has it helped you? Laid back, open discussion. If you guys have questions, we should be live on a couple of Facebook streams on Upland side, on the Zoom. If I by mistake here not see you guys and admit you into from the lobby in the Zoom into the main channel, then apologies on that one. But Albert, why don't you
Tell me something about myself.
Yes.
Yeah. I am owner of Smile Design Dental Laboratory. We've been in this location in Port Washington for about let's say 11 years. First we were in Great Neck, New York. Now we're in Port Washington, New York, and I've been in this field since college. I finished New York Tech in Brooklyn in 1986, and I've been in this business ever since. And I've been a ceramist all my life until I found CAD-CAM, and that kind of changed my life. As soon as I got off the table, and I was happy again. It made me kind of more enthusiastic in the field, more growth, more satisfaction, more production in so many ways. So for me, it was a game changer. Loving the field now more than ever. And right now we are a 30-man, 30-person laboratory. We full service. We have from dentures to implants, smile makeovers. We pretty much do everything. And I'm happy to share with you what we do here a little bit, and how our CAD-CAM grew from day one till now.
Keeps getting bigger.
Yeah, it keeps it. It's actually, we had a small room where we had my first mill was a MCXL, and that, thank God that is gone. And now we're with the AG. My equipment is AG. We have 5 mills here, from motion classic, motion to DNA, and then we have 2 micros, and of course we have the big brother Matic over here. And yeah, and it's been working for us for so many years. Even the scanners are over 10 years old, most of them. You know,
yeah, we were going back and forth now. What was it? I came to the States 2012,
right?
So that's 10 years.
Right.
But you had the CEREC before, and so that was for a couple of years. So it might actually be longer than 12 years than what you're on CAD-CAM
already. It must
already.
be a little bit more longer because of the CEREC machine, MCXL, that I had, and the Cam or whatever scanner.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a game changer going from those little blanks to big pucks, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been great, and we've been very productive thanks to the Matic, of course. We don't have to watch every disc and change it every time. That's the biggest help, the changer. And, we can leave it overnight sometimes if we need to. And it's really something that
So the
we...
age-old question now.
Yes.
What's more important, spindles, automation, or both?
Spindles go. You're talking about like lasting?
Well, what I'm saying is like if you're investing the money for something like this, would you rather buy 2 machines? Would you rather, because then you have 2 spindles operating at the same time, cutting production time down, and having reliability? Would you rather have the automation middle overnight on the weekend? Or is it both?
Well, in our case, it's both, because we have enough work to have more than 1 machine, and of course you want to back up. So for me, of course, I freed up people from changing blanks back and forth, and the self-cleaning and everything just made it much easier. but we still have 4 more machines that we can load up and do it quicker. Sometimes you just need a single crown here and there, or a bigger case, one case, you just put it in and it just mills it and you're done. But it's definitely in my case, we need both. You know, I think, you know, automation is great, but to have a backup and to be able to mill more than using more than one machine, of course, it's a must for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
You got a bunch of printers too?
Yeah.
Sinter
So we
furnaces?
have
what are you
2
using?
sintering furnaces. One is a Dekima, one is a Sintra, and we have 5 printers. One is a Envision
Three are right behind you there, right?
Yeah, 3 Asigas Max, the small ones, and we have an old ProJet 1200 where I started from, printing small veneers for Emacs usually, and I have a big one, Envision one, from Envision desktop now, right? Yeah, changed the name, and yeah, they've been working for me great. Printing has been growing faster than anything, I think, right now. But the milling has been still here to stay, in my opinion. It's going to be here for a while. Mostly we're milling zirconia, some PMMA, Emacs, mostly. That's where we mill.
And then does it matter to you? Like, do you have like I think in the beginning you had a wet machine, a wet motion too, and one for dry. Are you still separating things, or do you just throw it at the machine as
actually
it goes?
Matic became my wet mill.
Okay.
Because I use the 2 motions kind of dry.
Okay.
And occasionally I use the wet, the DNA I use for wet mill occasionally. But I try to keep it clean and mostly zirconia. Mostly zirconia for now. And we're waiting for the Motion 3.
Right.
So it's coming soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully you install.
Yeah. I'll be around. I ship myself with the machine.
You're right.
And make a quick stop at home. Yeah, I'm excited about that actually.
Yeah. I like to see the new C clamp and all the new chachkas, they call it. Yeah.
Exactly. Materials. I see a couple bottles of Flexera there.
Trusana.
Okay.
Dentona for printing. That's what we use mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And I use Brego Varsio Smile Crown for printing, inlays, unlays.
How much can you actually decide yourself, and how much is going to be like dictated more or less from the doctors?
Basically, my doctors listen to me, most of them.
Okay.
Most of them. And when I push a product, they trust us. You know, we've been good we've been servicing a lot of doctors. We have over close to 100 accounts, and they've been, you know, they've been listening and have been following our advice for a long time right now. So if I say it's good and it's working, they usually listen and we try. I've been using, let's say, Bego Smile Crown for about over 2 years now, since it came out. And it's became very easy and very productive, I would say, because you can print a bunch of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And even if it's shades a little bit different, you can put a lighter one, you can stain it, and it looks great, actually. And yeah, Flexera Smile is very good for temporaries that we do. And Trusana also, that's my latest go-to temporaries. And what else?
How about PMMA, zirconia, whatever? I mean, I kind of know the answer, but I want to hear from you, of course, with the machines.
Zirconia, we use different kind of zirconia. It doesn't from AG zirconia. I use some argent, some you know, different makes, you know, and the machine takes pretty much any kind of disc and from any manufacturer.
As long as it's 98.
Yeah, as long as it's 98, yes. And it's been successful, as you can see. I have PMMA here also. And we're using multi PMMA usually to get the incisal color. Yeah. And yeah, and we use mostly, we switched from just pre-shaded to multi-layered zirconia. We don't want to stain it usually. So we kind of, it keeps it more productive, more predictable color, in my opinion. Yeah.
You stopped liquids completely?
Almost completely.
And basically the main reason why I asked, of course, is I think everybody wants to, if somebody was new and watching this, wants to know if they can throw anything at it, right?
Yes, definitely can.
Don't
I've
get me
been doing
wrong,
it for years, yeah. I've been doing
AG's
it.
material is great, I love it, but you know, sometimes you get different things prescribed and somebody's very set on whatever.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been great. I mean, it's not a problem.
When did you buy it? I don't recall
It's been
exactly.
the Matic has been with us a little over a year. I would say close to a year and a half. I would say close to that. It's been pretty reliable. We did have some issues with it, with the changer and the holder got stuck and we had to repair it. But otherwise, it's been pretty reliable. And and it's been a workhorse, I would say. Yeah, it's been working for us.
Awesome.
Not didn't have too many issues. Maybe over a year and a half, I would say 2-3 issues, maybe. I would say overall. You know,
I mean, of course, you already know how it works. You know, the nesting software hasn't really changed. The move software is new compared to the motion software, right? But you know, not too many things, I guess.
And I like the automatic calibration, of course,
yes.
which is a big changer for me. It's a big change that you don't have to do the cubes all the time. It's good. You know, it's been predictable. You know that it's working, and you know, you don't have to go through the calibration of the cubes all the time.
What's the biggest advantage of it? That it can, is it the cleaning? Is it the changer? Is it?
It's definitely the changer for us. Yeah. Changer is a game changer because spending time changing the blanks, having a person here, it's a job in itself, in my opinion. You gotta have somebody who keeps changing it, and it's time consuming, and basically you don't need anybody. You just load it up in the cache, you know, and it just keeps milling. As long as the air is connected and everything is working, you keep your machine clean, and it's going to be working for you. It hasn't been an issue. You know, of course, it's more complicated now. There's more things that go wrong. I get it. Yeah. We did have some issues with the changer, with the arm, but it was fixed. Hopefully, next time will be faster fix. You know, faster response from, you know, because we were down for a while. But hopefully that will change too. You know, I'll be honest with you. Yeah. And but otherwise it was good. Everything is working. And plus it looks good. Everybody comes in here, looks at it, and is like, "Wow, what is that?" Yeah. You know.
And that has been a bit of a roller coaster, anyways, right? Like with support and everything. I mean,
right. It's been up and down, you know.
Different companies, and then sometimes those guys are better, and then these guys are better. Without saying too many names right now and bashing anybody, but that's here in the U.S. reality what it was, right?
I think everybody. The main thing is the support, of course. Without a good support, your machine is worthless. So you can have the best machine, but if you don't have the good support from your supplier, whoever you bought the machine from, your machine is as good as a support. That's definitely, in my opinion. So definitely, I just hope the support gets better.
Well, we're trying to change that at Opulent. We have a 24/7 support now. So you could as a customer always text us. Maybe you don't always get the person you want because we have lives as well, but you will get somebody. And the response time might be a little bit longer, you know, if everybody's eating dinner and bringing the kids to bed or whatever's happening. But you will get a 24/7 response.
Actually, I just joined Opulence. I've been buying from them right now, and I'm very happy actually. You know, and Richard is my man to go to a lot of times. And everything's been good to me, you know. Everybody's been good to me in Opulent. And hopefully, you know, we'll grow with them together, you know. Yeah. Growing together with Opulent.
Right. What's next? What do you think? Like in the industry, what are you?
Well, I think
are you waiting for something?
I'm not really waiting for something. I think printing is really growing right now with materials. I think it's something to look forward to. It's becoming better, easier to work with. And of course, I'm looking forward to new design software improvements.
Yeah.
And,
The Yeka just came out.
yeah,
Right?
so
Ceramil, I saw the update. I have not downloaded and played around with it, but has a bunch of cool
we
new
just got
features in it.
Well, I just heard they have a new Ceramil software, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, one day you'll install it. Yeah.
Sometimes here, I guess. How many computer stations do you have? It's like
So basically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations.
Yeah. and everything's networked and
Yeah, everything is networked. We have data, like mind
myself,
serve, that works for us. And of course, I wish it was faster. It does slow down a little bit, but it does work, and it makes our life easier where we can go from one case to another, from computer to computer. Somebody scans, somebody designs, so that makes it so much easier for us to move on. And we got a new scanner from Merit just now, recently. It's a nice scanner, really automated, nice scans. Yeah, so this is a new addition from scanning.
faster.
Yeah, it is faster. Yeah, and I love the way it puts everything together at the end. All the scans. You don't have to match them up as the others. Yeah, I mean, what else?
And bread and butter is crown and bridge fixed.
Crown and bridge.
Right.
We do a lot of zirconia full contour, and we still do copings, bridges. We do layer them. We have a big ceramic department that is able to still produce a cosmetic crown. This is our strong point. We do a lot of cosmetic work, a lot of smile makeovers. Laney, my partner, is a master at that. So he's been creating beautiful smiles for a while. So together we make a nice team.
Yeah. So what's next?
Next.
Are you missing anything right now? I mean,
It's not that I'm missing anything. I would just I do like new toys. I do. It's my weakness. So we're waiting for the new Force Motion 3. And hopefully I'll maybe on the market for a new printer eventually, something bigger, so I can print more bigger platform, and I'll make my choice when I get there. I'm not sure which one to get yet. Probably next year, I would say.
What's your ratio, you would say, like about traditional impression versus intraoral impression digital models with your doctors?
So I would say there's a big percentage of regular impressions. I think the digital, definitely not for everything, but the doctors are not as fast as I would predicted years ago to jump into it. They don't feel comfortable. Some of them that do have a digital scanner, very few drop the impressions. I noticed they still do the impression taking. Scanning is definitely not for everything. Especially when you have a bevel deep or Pilati or saliva, it just you have to wait or you have to take an impression. So it's still impression, I think, is still a thing to go to for now, at least. And percentage-wise, the digital, I would say less than 10% coming in digital work.
Okay.
It's still, impressions are still
that's
close to
less
80%. Yeah,
okay.
close to at least 80%, I would say. At least regular impressions. But we do digitize it. We scan the models and everything.
You got a preference? Like for an intraoral scanner where you say like, oh, those are great. If those are coming in, I know they're working out great. Or that one,
I wish I could say that, but it doesn't really work like that in my opinion, because it really up to the doctor to prep. I think you need more prep work to take a digital scan than an impression. It's gotta be dry. It's gotta be retracted. Some of them don't want to retract. And guessing a margin on a screen sometimes is a really tough thing, and anybody who is in CAD-CAM knows that, and cleaning it up also not easy. It's not like a dye where you can take a knife and clean up a a bad margin or something. It's still
Right.
not so easy to do digital. But with experience, you learn tricks here and there, and you do the best you can. You know, it's the only way I see. You know, it's but we have very few remakes, I would say. We don't have that many remakes, thank God. So it's been pretty, I would say, successful in overall, even digital. Even though I do take more time doing digital cases that come in, especially with bottoms and everything, margins. I try to make it as perfect as possible because I don't have a model, and when if I print the model, I still try to do, you know, ideal crown, I would say.
How about the camera software? We just updated to your whole system here over the weekends, so we're not interrupting anything to 4.1 something. 4.2 is still a Yeka, so we haven't tried that yet. But from the 3.16, I believe you had before, to the 4.1, anything good or bad?
No, I think it's all good. I mean, you get a. I mean, I knew a little bit about it. I do have ExoCAD, and that I work with sometimes, and it's really helpful to have when before you adapt the restoration to the model, you have an option to manipulate and make the crown more ideal before you even adapt it. So before you adapt the crown, it adapts better.
The automorphing.
The automate, you know, it really does help a lot.
Yeah.
In rest, and there's other things there too. Just you don't want to name everything. It's just right now it just doesn't come everything at once, but it's a lot of new things in there.
I really like the search function in the nesting software in Match 2.
Yes. Since I don't do much of that, the other guys do it. They can tell you even more.
We finally got everybody to name them in the same pattern, starting with the shade and then what type it is,
it
and
helps
whatever.
a lot.
And now we finally can search.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I like the new stuff. I like the new improved software. It definitely helps a lot.
Good stuff. Do you want to add something to it?
What else can I add? Basically, the lab is pretty busy with the CAD/CAM. I would say we produce about digitally, I would say, on the average about 40 cases a day, from singles to big cases. And without the CAD/CAM, this field would be kind of lost. You know, so it is a game changer, the CAD/CAM department. And I'm still, even, been in this field for so many years, I still excited seeing new machinery, new software. Everything makes it worthwhile to be here, and and then it's not dull for sure. It's exciting.
Keeps you on your feet.
Yeah, it keeps you, and I don't want to be stale. Being stale and not moving along, it's no growth there. I mean, thank God, everything is working out. And I'm happy that you came over, and then
from all the things, I have one more question for you. From all the things what it theoretically can do, we all know, I guess, dentures haven't been there for a long time. It can do so many things: tie forms, dentures, partials, crown and bridge, implant, engine, like all that stuff. What are you really using, and what's something what you're not using?
Well, this definitely, I'm not using denture that much, even though we do sometimes. Sometimes we do have. We do trays sometimes digitally to help out the denture department.
And then
print them.
Okay.
We do that. What else? But I still believe we still have a 5-person denture department, and we still do the dentures conventional way. But I am looking forward for trying to do dentures digitally some.
Okay.
In some cases, you know. I still believe the conventional way is better looking. Maybe there's somebody out there that can perfect the CAD-CAM. I don't know. Maybe they can help me out. But overall, I think right now, some things that I would do maybe in the future, maybe I would mill titanium, you know, get to do abutments here and now instead of sending them out to mill. Yeah. Because
and reason being then turnaround, or what's for you most important? Keeping it in-house, or margin, profit margin, or what?
I guess it's you have to, the mill keeps busy with the milling titanium and everything. It's kind of like loading it up, and it's you need a heavy duty machine. And I'm sure if you do a little bit, I don't think it does matter on the Matic, let's say. But if you start doing it, you know, I just want to make sure that they're not overloading and not doing anything that not too much.
Titanium's coming soon in a puck. I'm excited for that, to play around with that.
Okay.
A lot of folks have been waiting for the direct connection to multi-unit abutment in titanium. I'm thrilled. I've seen it in Chicago. I haven't used it yet.
Okay. Maybe I will try. I'll try new things. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
I think from my side that's all the questions I have. So far I don't see anything in the chat. So for you folks, last chance to do that. And otherwise, I'm gonna just say, have a good weekend.
Yes, everybody have a good weekend. I'm glad I had a chance to share my experience with the AG, with the opulence, and share my lab story. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right.